Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So far, we've added headings and paragraphs to our webpage. Today, let's make things more exciting and add images. Are you ready? Let's get started. Alright, so in HTML, we use the image tag to add images. But there's one thing that makes it different from tags we've used so far. The image tag doesn't have a closing tag. It's one of the few tags in HTML that's self-closing, which means it just stands alone. Now, to make the image tag work, we need to tell the browser where to find the image. We do this with an attribute called src, which stands for source. Let's look at an example. In this example, the source attribute is pointing to the location of the image file on the internet. You can replace the URL with a link to any image you want. If you want to use an image that is saved on your local computer, you'll need to save the image inside your project folder, and then you'll need to provide the path to the image. This is an example of what the code will look like if you are using an image that is saved on your local computer. There's also another important attribute we can add to the image tag called alt. The alt attribute provides a description of the image. This is really helpful if the image doesn't load or if someone is using a screen reader. In this example, if the image doesn't load, the browser will show the alt text instead. The alt text also helps search engines understand what's in the image. Let's put it all together now. Here's how you can add an image with both the source and alt attributes. Now it's your turn. Find an image online that you like and try adding it to your webpage using the image tag. Be sure to include both the source and alt attributes. Here is example code to get you started. Once you are done, save the file and open with Live Server. You can try adding more images and experimenting with different alt text descriptions. Here is an example of how it could be done. There are two different ways we can use images on a web page. The first is getting an image from the internet. So we will first create the image tag with the source. And we're going to get this source from the internet. I'll get it from pexels.com. I like this picture, so I'm going to right click, copy image address. I'm going to paste it inside the source. I'm going to add a description. And then I'm going to close it off with a self-closing tag. I'm going to save it, Control, and then I'm going to open with Live Server. And there you have it. That's the first image. Now to get an image from the computer, we do the same thing. We create an image tag with the source. But this time we are trying to get the path to the file that's saved just here. So to do that, we need to step back once and go to pedestrian. Add a description. We'll just call it pedestrians for now. Self-closing tag. We're going to save this and go back to the page. And there you have it. Images also have a height and width attribute to adjust the size of the image. Inside the quotation marks, give a value which is in pixels. These attributes are rarely used as it is common practice to do all the styling with CSS. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Happy coding!